No, let's just do coins.
Tell her.
I'm on. Odors.
I wasn't anybody. 9. Needle whip. 9.
That's some burrito. Odors.
Ned.
No, let's just do coins. I'm on.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen,
Welcome
to the Sports or Nots podcast, broadcasting live and direct from Hollywood, California. I am one of your hosts, Kevin Lickfus.
9.
No, it's true. And this over here, John Patanella.
That's some burrito.
Yeah, no, it's true. I'm here. And together we are exploring the world of sports and the universe it's in.
I'm on.
So come on with us.
I'm on.
That's right. Here we are. We're back, man. We're back at it. What's up? What it is, what it do.
What you doing? How you feeling?
How you feeling?
What you feeling?
man.
Okay. All right. I could take it easy now. Take it easy, y'all.
Jesus.
Jesus.
How was the weekend?
You know, it was great. It was great. I was happy to watch the game. You know?
Yeah, well, you know what I was happy to do?
What's that?
Make it home alive.
Why?
Lake Tahoe, Bros.
Oh my God.
I'm on.
Yeah, man, it was
Is
pretty...
that? Are we talking about classified off the record
Yeah,
here?
we are talking
even,
about...
We're talking about a young man's bachelor.
Oh my God.
Asshole.
I mean, the guy was a jerk.
Yeah, I'll just say that I was relegated to watching the Super Bowl on my mobile.
Mobile.
Yeah, via hip top on
The young child.
no
Up top.
That's right.
Had to do it.
Yep.
Up top.
On the dashboard, using the Boy Cobb's hat, and it was a bumpy ride. Jeff decided to take a detour up a mountain. How much would better I drive my Jeep up over the mountains over there?
Driving him up top, man.
Up top.
That's right.
Over there.
Top.
Ugh,
There it is.
there it is. Anyway, so yeah, it was cool.
Was it a rough ride? What was going on
Yeah,
here?
it was a rough ride. It was a Freddie Gray.
Was it?
Up top. Well.
Oh man, it had to be said. It was there.
certain things.
We'll bleep that out.
No, that was great. That's good content.
Well. At any rate, we'll bleep that out.
Exactly. At any rate, we'll just keep it rolling. I mean, here's a guy.
No, but it was indeed a rough ride. Not that rough of a ride, but
This guy was a jerk.
wow.
What happened there?
I think I leaned on something. Sorry about that.
I like that though. That was kind of cute.
So yeah, Super Bowl on the phone. It's a iPhone 6s Plus 17 9.72. So it's
With
great.
those good parameters though.
You
With
got
the
great,
niner.
got great parameters.
You got the niner.
Got great parameters. But yeah, so I wasn't impressed at all with the game. I didn't really think it was all that exciting. I mean, considering Cam played like shit, and that was the whole reason most people were watching, is because they expected him to be able to actually do something against the Broncos, but he didn't. He just,
It's league MVP.
it
You're
was
expecting that out of your
hashtag
league
ass
MVP.
blood, dude.
Could have been somebody.
Oh, we got to get one of those too.
That's some burrito.
That's
right.
true. We do need to come.
No, so because it was pure ass blood, it was more like
Can't sit here.
They knew.
pig's anuses, brosy. Did we already talk about that?
Oh
Or was
my
that-
God!
was that the last
Don't
one?
even get me started on that calamari pig anus.
That's right. Let's just do a
Dude,
PSA.
that can we do a PSA?
Yeah, let's do a PSA.
We need to do a public service
top.
announcement.
Over there.
Top. Or maybe
No, let's just do coins.
Okay. All right.
Well, that's just like your opinion, man.
But please,
No,
please
it's
tell
not my
people-
opinion,
Please
it's
tell
true.
people what's going on here.
It's true. Calamari, when you go to places like Macaroni Grill, or
pure speculation.
Red Lobster,
Pure speculation, but
and that it no,
Well,
no,
that's just
it's
like,
not like
It's
my
not your
opinion.
opinion?
your opinion.
It's
man.
not my opinion.
okay, I believe it. I believe it.
It's
I do
a
believe
fact.
I
They
believe it.
get pigs' anuses and they cut them out and they bleach them. Probably hanging on fish hooks like down a line, and they get like spray bleached. That's what I.
Oh, it's like the worst.
Stand,
I mean, that should not stand. I mean, this is like the worst
fat?
kind of slaughter fucking house you
fat?
could ever have.
Who,
Like
fat?
that sounds terrible.
Yeah,
It's
pretty
not
bad.
even as bad as fat.
It's like Terminus from Walking Dead. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
I have no idea what that means. But it
Spoiler
sounds-
alert, like, you know where they eat all the humans, the other humans eat other humans voluntarily at Terminus?
Who, Fash? I believe that movie is called Alive.
Yeah, thanks. I played rugby, so I know a thing or two about cannibalism, all right?
Who, Fash?
Yes. But what did you think about that fucking halftime show? I didn't watch it, luckily.
I had it on. I didn't have the volume on, so I couldn't really tell. I couldn't really judge the performances.
Okay.
But it looked as though, one, Chris Martin was having a really good time. I mean, it looked cool. It looked cool from just looking at it and not really paying attention to it that much. I mean, anytime you have Bruno Mars coming on, I'm definitely cool with that because he's the man. Ned Niederlander. He
kind of looks like that.
Yeah, he does look a little bit like
He looks
Ned
like he
Niederlander.
could be a
He
Ned.
could, him and Martin Short, Ned Niederlander. Ned Niederlander. You know what? Ned Niederlander could play Martin Short playing Bruno Mars in a Three Musketeers Back to
in
the
like
Future
half
deal.
blackface.
Come on, fuckhead!
That would be the reaction, absolutely. I don't know. I thought
Well, at any rate.
the halftime show I thought looked pretty cool. It involved it seemed pretty entertaining, but people are not happy about it. There's some
Why?
people,
Because of what? Because of Bay?
well, because of Bay.
Because of the Bay Army?
The Bay Hive.
The Bay Panther Party?
The Bay Hive, yes. And that is part of the reason they think, or I don't know if this is true.
Thanks, man.
I don't know, just because you dress in black, like, I don't know if that means you're in the Black Panther
I dress
Party,
in
but
black all the time.
dressed in all black like the Omen.
And you can be a white individual in the Black Panther Party.
There were several.
Thanks, man.
Actually, I have no idea if there were, but I would
I'm
imagine
Brother
you could.
Seamus.
That's
Brother Seamus was
Brother
not part of the
Seamus,
Black
like an
Panther.
Irish monk.
Neither was Felipe Serna.
Fuck Felipe Serna. Fuck Joaquin.
Who, Felipe?
It was Joaquin, right?
Fuck Joaquin. He walked
I'm
out the
Brother
first day.
Seamus.
Felipe Serna is the only one who has been
That's a
remotely
Buquito asshole.
loyal.
I
The guy was a jerk.
Is what you're trying to say.
Felipe is a jerk. The guy's a jerk. No, he's actually
No,
hilarious.
what John's
He's the
talking
man.
about is that we had two interns that we got them on Indeed.com, and they never fucking showed up. Not even to the first, not even to respond to the interview, to the job application that they fucking sent in. And I was so furious at these kids. But we have an open door policy here. I mean, they know they can come in whenever. They're always welcome. So Felipe, Joaquin, if you're listening, we'd love to have you back.
Listen,
I'm on.
Joaquin, you've fallen out of favor with me, but Felipe, you'll always be my favorite.
All right,
I pick favorites.
fuck them.
Fuck them.
So
It's not like it was the Lakers.
something else happened this weekend. They did
What?
they did the Hall of Fame deal,
That's right. That's right.
and they got
And who was in? Who got in?
T.O.
Of note.
T.O.
Right, he didn't get in, did he? I heard he didn't get in, and I heard he
Nope.
was.
He's
you
crying.
know,
And they pinpointed to one moment in his life.
what was that?
That's my quarterback, man. That's my quarterback. And also, anytime he's ever been on reality TV, which
That's
is
right.
a lot.
He's been on some reality shows. Full disclosure, there was a person that I know who went on a date with him.
Who?
Someone who used to live in this particular complex where I
No.
currently reside. Yep.
No.
100%.
Who?
Well, I'm not going to give their name, please.
I'm gonna point, and you just tell me yes or no.
No, it was.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know that person. Damn.
That's right. So I couldn't tell you who it was.
Up top.
Really cool
Is that
person.
Is that the person?
Up
Yep,
top.
Up top.
Over
Real
there.
cool.
Top.
Really, really cool person. And I mean, as far as I know, just went on one date.
Can't sit here.
Said he was pretty cool. So I don't know.
wasn't an embringo.
Said he was a cool guy.
Sweet.
He was a nice guy, cool
Probably
guy.
probably in shape.
He could Chad. You remember Chad Johnson on
How tall was Chad Johnson, by the way?
like 6 feet, 5'11",
So he was short as shit. In other
6
words.
feet. I'd say he's probably realistically 6 feet.
You're a handsome man, but you're short as shit.
No, but here's the best thing about Ocho Cinco.
Brother Seamus.
Yeah.
He had ate
He is a brother,
McDonald's.
Seamus.
He ate McDonald's for every single meal. Like
Wow.
he did super high me, like the super size me, like
Did he really?
no, but he literally just ate chicken nuggets. I'm pretty sure it was chicken nuggets. That's like he
How do you
loved
know-
their
how do you-
nuggets.
We got to get a prove it.
I mean, who doesn't love their nuggets? Brought to
Denver.
you by McDonald's.
No,
I'm loving
we're
it.
We're not doing that. We're not bought by McDonald's.
You know what?
Fuck the system.
We just had Burger King earlier.
Fuck the
so,
system.
Hey, we're equal opportunists
Fuck the system.
for sponsors. We're not Stugatz.
The Stugatz is.
His name is like
the guy was a
John
jerk.
Williams. the guy's
Wow.
name is Stugatz.
Oh my God, Stugatz is like.
And he's fucking hilarious. He's hilarious, dude. He's hilarious.
He's hilarious. Anyway,
It's like Larry David on Saturday Night Live.
Oh,
Playing Bernie.
up top, playing Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, I think that's
Hey,
pretty
big
great.
win for the Burnmeister.
Feeling the burn, man.
Big win. He should have won that region up there. That's his, his home deal up there.
Up top.
A lot of old white.
He's
folks
right
up
by
top.
the Vermont.
Up top.
The Vermont. Your brother went to Vermont.
He did.
That's right.
Eric for real.
That's
Eric
right.
for real. Eric
They're fucking for real.
right?
Love it. Love it.
Simone.
But
he did.
So why was T.O. not inducted into the Hall of Fame? What is the criteria? Why was his numbers say 100% he's a top 5 wide receiver of all
Maybe
time?
the voters, maybe the Hall of Fame voters were more word munchers kind of guys, not number munchers.
That makes sense. I mean, that's the process, correct?
I'm on.
Right?
We
It's
gotta-
just the writers and the. I mean, there are. I don't know if that's exactly how it is, but man, I'll tell you what. You got a bunch of bull whipping the people who are responsible.
guy was a
Boquito.
jerk.
It's true.
Needle
People are
whipping.
responsible for voting these
That's some
motherfuckers
Boquito.
into the Hall of Fame.
It's bullshit, dude.
It's
That's
all
some Boquito.
bullshit.
It's
It's flawed. There's
it's
no
guys
criteria.
like fucking Woody Page that don't know shit about the NFL and they get a vote and they're like, well, I don't like T.O. because he snubbed me that one time in
Exactly.
the press conference.
Exactly. And that makes it
And
inherently
that,
unfair.
yeah, and
Because
so
that's
that means,
bullshit.
and so because of that, Joe Flacco won't be in the Hall of Fame.
Joe Flacco, under like no circums, is going to be in the Hall of Fame unless
Come
if he
on,
wins.
fuckhead.
If he wins 2 more Super Bowls,
Dude, supers.
he's got a chance. He's got a chance.
Can you imagine that?
I mean, three Super Bowls?
Can't sit here.
That's what the Hall of Fame's gonna say.
They will. But
Can't sit here.
he's been a model of consistency, averaging, like playing every game except for this year. Got his ass hurt. But but at the Super Bowl he was walking.
Yeah,
He was walking, so I'm that's about all he needs to do.
that's great.
But at any rate,
the guy
whether Joe Flacco will ever be in the Kyle Pro Bowler Hall of Fame,
I love Kyle Pro.
I don't know.
He's a great
What
man.
are the criterion?
The Criterion?
Yes.
Well, that's just like your opinion, man.
That's the Criterion.
Let me ask you this: if if the criterion involves opinion and life outside of the sport and on the field,
Hey, Fash.
well, they're Hall of Fame. I mean, there's no doubt
No,
about that.
finish that thought. I'm sorry.
But then O.J. Simpson, get his ass out of the Hall of Fame immediately.
Asshole.
the guy was a jerk.
yeah, he really
One
was
of the
there.
greatest, biggest jerks ever.
Huge.
Who apparently has CTE, according to Bennett Amalo, which I think is hilarious.
Oh my god.
And in all reality,
You know
though,
what's crazy?
I bet you he does.
Are
I
you
bet
watching
he
that
does.
show?
I'm watching. Dude, are you kidding me? I
Did
eat
you
that
know what
shit up.
struck me the most out of that whole show?
What?
I had no idea that O.J. Simpson had a statue of Cuba Gooding Jr. wearing his jersey in his lawn. Isn't that crazy?
Yes! Rod Tidwell.
Rod
He had
Tidwell.
Rod Tidwell wearing an O.J. Simpson jersey.
Yeah.
A statue of that in his backyard. I mean, that is
I didn't
that is
realize
revealing.
that, honestly. And there was like blood all over the place. And Mark Furman was running up and down the walls.
Yeah, he was.
Guy was great.
In full disclosure, I'm one of those people who think that there might be a chance here that OJ was not involved in that.
There might be a chance that the LAPD tried to frame a famous black man. You don't say.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's shocking, right?
I mean, wow.
Shocking. But at any rate,
at any rate.
I'm fascinated by that case. I think I'm very intrigued by the actors they chose, the people who are part of this project, the acting that I've seen so far. Yeah, I wish Fish was part of that. Fish. The acting that I've seen that's been part of it for the first 2 episodes. Yeah. And first episode, Kev, you've seen it.
Best part about the first episode,
Is
besides
how-
the statue.
Is how terrible David Schwimmer.
Oh, you beat me to it.
9.
How
He was
terrible.
amazing.
How terrible his acting
Juice.
is.
Oh, juice.
No, Juice. Juice.
Spoiler alert.
You can't do it, Juice.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. There's a link to the whole Kardashian clan.
The
in deal.
Kardashians.
Spoiler alert. The Kardashians had everything to do with OJ's murder. Lamar Odom killed OJ. He was
Yeah.
like 12 at the time, probably.
I bet you he did.
How old do you think he was?
He was in college.
Was he in college?
Had to get up and go to college.
We got it, man. We got it
Love
figured
it.
out.
Up top.
We
Had
need
to
it-
get up and go to college.
We needed
college.
that one. Found it first try.
Had to get it
Guys,
nice.
this is a big moment here. We're starting to master our soundboard here. And so this is great news
But
for
let me
everybody.
tell you this. Let me tell you this. In all fairness to David Schwimmer, who I think is a really good actor.
Who the Schwimmed him?
In the second episode, he's great. Like he
Okay.
he needed an episode to just kind of get into that character.
Does Kris Jenner bang O.J. Simpson at all?
I'm not sure if they're going to cover that, but I think
they do. I heard.
Look, Khloe Kardashian is way different than her other.
OJ's daughter.
She looks like OJ.
I mean, all of OJ's kids
But she
turned out like
she
super
would look
light skin.
different. She would look different. Oh, but they did. That's
His kids turned out super light skinned, man. So she could totally be.
dude.
She
But
could
I
have
don't
just
think
been a
she
little
is.
bit.
I don't know.
Hey man, when you mix with what is?
Maybe did
was
it
she
get-
Armenian to begin with?
Yeah. Well, I don't know
Or
if
was
she
just
is.
he
I think it
is?
was just Mr. Kardashian.
What's her original name? What's her
I'm not sure.
birth?
It's
name?
probably like Chris Collins or
Chris Collinsworth.
Yeah, those two would
I'm
be a
on.
great pair.
Who? Chris Collinsworth.
Those two would be a great Chris Collinsworth and Chris Jenner.
Well, at any rate.
Think about that. Jesus Christ. But I'll tell you this. The OJ show.
Speaking of the Kardashians,
Marcia Clark, actress. What's her name? She's in the.
I don't know, but she smokes a lot of cigarettes.
She smokes a lot of ciggies like Marcia Clark did, but
Needle
she is
clipping?
putting on a fucking amazing performance
Vat?
as Marcia Clark.
Marsha.
Marsha. She's putting on a fucking clinic of acting. Like
Like an Irish monk?
yes. Like the dedication you see in that Irish monk.
Yep.
Brother Seamus.
The Seamus.
Like an Irish monk?
Yep. That's
Awesome.
the young man.
So
But yeah, she's great. I mean, unbelievable.
another
performance.
link to OJ is
Travolta, I'm not sure about.
is
Fuck
Kane
him.
West.
Yeah, Kane. So he is connected to OJ. Think
He
about
is.
that. Now, what would Kane
Let's break
West
this
think
down.
about OJ? Because he just said Bill Cosby's innocent.
I guarantee you he thinks OJ's innocent.
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck would he not?
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
He does not, and OJ lives mattered. You know?
Yep.
He's in jail for 33 years because he beat some dude up trying to get his own shit back from him.
Yeah. That's pretty funny. But if you go to jail
What a
and
dick.
you're convicted of assault and all that, I mean, are you deserving?
I mean, the guy was a jerk.
it's very true. Everyone knows this.
Mm.
But CTE, I think there are
You think he's
mitigating
got
factors. In
CTE?
it.
You think they
dude,
could-
he has CTE. Do you
Oh
think?
my, dude, this is a breakthrough. Keep going.
Okay, listen.
Odors.
What do you
See?
think? Now, let me ask you this. What do you think about Wes Welker? What do you think the odds of Wes Welker having CTE at this present moment
And
are?
killing his family later in life or some
Like,
shit?
first of all, he was
Is that what
doing.
you're talking about?
He was rolling face at the Kentucky Derby,
Come
right?
on, fuckhead!
He was hanging out with good golly Miss Molly, right?
What do you know about good golly, Miss Molly?
That's why he got place. But
Eric for real!
Derek
What is
for
De-
real
what is
does.
Derek for
Derek
real
for
know
real
about
of Manhattan
Eric
Beach.
for real!
Thank you, please.
Eric for real! Eric
Fucking for real.
alright?
I love it. But yeah, he was definitely hanging out with good golly Miss Molly. That put holes in your brain as it is. He's been hit. How many concussions has that dude had?
Do you want to know a secret?
What's that?
When I was a sophomore in high school,
He had a concussion?
me and a
young child.
from a one school that we both went to down top
Yeah.
in Chestnut.
Collided?
Me and a young child down there.
The young child.
We used to read Time magazine articles and other shit and other
That's some bojuito.
to study up on MDMA and ecstasy. And then at some point in time, this was around the
It's-
time
let-
that I think this is around the time that Generation Extremes was going on. Remember that shit in Towson?
Yeah.
Anybody out there?
Yeah.
Tweet at us at Sportstronauts and then tweet something about the
Under 18.
Generation X, Generation Extremes. When I saw the debut of Jigga What, or my
Jigga who?
my debut. Oh, and Big Pimpin' on the boat.
That was when Jay-Z was the man,
Like an Irish monk?
dude. Yeah. Big
No.
Pippin.
Come on, fuckhead!
Get to the point, fuckhead.
Egza.
Exactly. The point is, Kane West is ridiculous, and his album is going to be called The Life of Pablo.
This really?
Yeah, can you imagine that?
You're in all honesty.
I am.
Eric for real. Eric for real.
Okay.
Eric fucking for real.
I'm
I take your word for
I'm
it.
very
Eric for real.
about
Because
that.
you were a huge proponent of Kane West's album last year when it came out. Remember
Yeezus?
the Yeezus album?
Let me explain something to you. Kane.
You converted me on that.
Yep, and here we're gonna tie
You
it all
did.
back into Oj, into
Yeah.
the juice.
Juice.
So Kane, whatever he is off the field, don't care, don't give a shit. Whatever he does on the field, it's artwork. It's brilliant. He's the man. That's his domain. That's what he does best, and that's all we ever want to fucking see or hear him do. Same.
But that's not all. We hear everything. You know what I mean? Like as this social media craze culture.
what would happen if that whole OJ deal
100%.
happened during the socials?
Oh my
Speaking of
God.
socials,
People
speaking
would
of
be
social
driving
media,
their cars up next to him, taking pictures.
up top. Speaking of
taking
social
fucking
media,
periscoping that shit.
Twitter at us,
John Ireland.
John Ireland.
He would be talking about. He'd go, and we're on the Los Angeles.
I mean, the guy was a
Lakers. Hey, Lakers.
Well, that's just like, your opinion, man.
The
Will not
the
stand,
Lakers.
This aggression will not stand.
You gotta
man.
calm down, bro. You gotta calm
This
down.
pisses me off, and no one calls him out for this. All those motherfuckers, Kamenetsky and all those guys on the show. Hey, Fash. Exactly. They're thanks and hard.
Relax, man.
So I'm tying it back to OJ by saying, as long as his work on the field speaks for itself, then there's no reason that he shouldn't be granted the same privilege of being honored that everyone else that played the game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just because he did some shit off the field, and yeah, just because OJ murdered a couple of people, whatever.
Well,
like,
that's that's debatable.
well, at any rate,
Well, at any rate.
we're gonna find out. We're gonna get to the bottom of it at the end of this TV show.
We're gonna
find
conduct our own forensic investigation into
Can
Bundy
you imagine
Drive.
if we could do that? When I was
Actually, probably could.
when I was in school,
would get
and,
nowhere,
like, taking
but-
science classes, I never once thought about doing cool shit like that. I always
Yeah.
thought it was just gonna be dumb shit like dissecting pigs and extracting their anuses,
Chopping off fetal pigs.
taking their anuses and
Like,
bleaching
dude, we
them, and then
chopped
frying
their
them and
fucking
selling
heads
them
off.
at Red Lobster that night.
And then we did tobacco studies. Did you do that? Tobacco.
I'm on.
shit?
Let's just do come on.
Me and Owen Hare
Tobacco
were
studies?
partners. Yeah, on this.
Bro, don't be dropping names like that.
It was Obo.
He's a big time lawyer these days.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
You can't
Me and
do that.
Owen, we got these cigars, and I went over his house, and we drank Amstel Light and smoked cigars, and did our
Bunch of
botany study.
fucking
It
amateurs.
was awesome, dude. We were total amateurs, but it was great. I mean, it was great.
I totally forgot about that one.
It was great.
I'm gonna play it another 12
But
12
you know,
times.
I don't know, man.
They're amateurs.
Kanye, great artist. You know,
Kanye West,
nothing
not
to-
an
like,
amateur.
I don't think
with
you
what
can
he does.
deny it.
He's
I
an
don't think you
amateur
can deny
everywhere
it.
else.
Yeah, especially well, I'm not gonna say anyways.
Well,
But,
but it all ties in because
but
now
who's-
Kane West is
He says he's the
father of
greatest.
bride with fucking Kimmy Kardashian.
He
and
says
then here's
he's GOAT.
OJ about to blow his head off in Kimmy Kardashian's bedroom.
You can't. I said to him, I said, OJ, you can't do that.
and so
This is my daughter's room.
you can't do that.
Every
in
time
here.
I come in here,
every
I'm
time
gonna
I come
think about that.
Every time I
can't
come
have
in here to
that.
fondle my daughter at night, I'm gonna think about my best friend blowing his brains off. I don't think so.
That's an image no one wants to think about.
I'm on.
Hey, that's a
Can't sit here.
moment for sure.
Exa on
Uncle
that.
Bob Kardashian used to come
But,
in my bedroom
listen.
at night.
Can't sit here.
That's what I
No,
would say to
you
him.
better tell him.
That's what I would use.
But
to say.
listen, Kanye thinks he's the biggest rock star on the planet.
Yeah,
Who do
he
you
does.
think is the biggest rock star on the planet?
Chris Martin, without a doubt.
I think LeBron. I think.
Let's just do come on.
Oh my God! All right. You know, at any rate, I think LeBron James is the biggest rock star on the planet.
Oh, you mean you're going that route?
I
I
think
if you're going to
LeBron
stick to
James-
musicians, there's other bigger rock
I
stars.
mean, well, yeah. I mean, Paul McCartney's still alive, right? Like,
Yeah, but
so
he's-
is Ringo.
yeah, Ringo ranks like in the 200s of like rock stars right now,
500s.
700s.
21 hundies.
Are you kidding me?
I wouldn't lie to you.
What happened here?
That's the dead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I hurt myself. I hurt my nose.
I forgot about that one.
That was
Damn
great. That's our man, dog. But fucking, I don't know, man. Listen. ESPN just came out with this list, right? And they've been doing the top 100 players of all time. I saw another one on Bleacher Report or Fox or some shit. And they've released the top 100 except for the last two, right? So they released today. Who's number 3? Who happens to be number 3 best player in NBA history according to ESPN?
LeBron.
Who do you think?
I'm a brother Seamus.
LBJ.
Brother
Right?
Seamus.
Yeah.
LeBron James is ranked as the 3rd best player in NBA history,
That makes sense though.
and he's still playing, right? And he is what, 31 years old?
That makes sense though.
31
Same age as us.
years old. Well, I'm 32.
I'm 31. I should.
Okay, as someone older than you, I should advise you that LBJ.
I mean, the guy was a jerk.
That LBJ is GOAT, dog. LBJ.
Goat, you say?
Yeah, he's one of the best. But the fact that they rank him 3rd, I think, is incredible. Like I think that's unbelievable that they rank him 3rd.
Well, yeah,
like that's amazing.
Rightfully so.
He still has his history to write. Oh, and Stephen Curry. Oh, Stevie Curry. Oh,
Steve Curry's ranked number 33.
Yeah, he's
Something
top
like
35 or whatever.
Fuck him.
That's
I'm
a
telling
little
you, man,
premature, dog.
Someone
That's
might.
a little premature.
That's what I'm saying. Someone might come along and figure
But-
out how to stop him.
but-
Make him play ball.
But the only thing I can say about that is
Someone's gonna come
How
along
many
and be
free-
like,
Can't sit here.
that's right, and knock him on his ass.
Can't sit here.
But he's got all those threes. He's
Someone's
setting the
gonna
records for
bleach-
threes, most
someone's
career
gonna bleach
threes
his
in one
anus and
season.
take it
He's
and
setting
use it
all
for
those
sprids.
records. He's going to break his own records. It's unbelievable. You have
I'm
to give him
Wayne.
due credit. But at the same time, I think it's unbelievably premature to call him in the top 35 NBA players of all time.
Ned Niederlander.
Allen Iverson is way better than Steph Curry at this point. Like,
had to get up and go to
you have
college.
to-
college.
You'd have to be kidding me.
Stand, you know, this aggression will not stand, man.
That's the one I was.
How
looking
many
for.
scoring
You gotta
titles
calm
does
down.
Stephen Curry have?
Thanks, man.
Scoring titles?
Yeah, scoring titles.
He'll have one. But that's because he like gets a shitload of baskets and like fucking.
He'll
touches
definitely win it this year.
in like
he's
going
gonna
to
win the scoring title
quarter,
this year.
Then he just
dude.
like chills. For
He's
going to
win the
game.
scoring title this year.
He should, right?
Yeah, but
If he's hitting all these damn
Allen
threes.
Iverson, I think Allen Iverson had 4 scoring titles.
Allen Iverson was nasty.
4,
He was great.
4.
He was so great.
LeBron has 1. Think about that. And LeBron has never tried to be
LeBron's
the
the
guy.
same age as me, so theoretically, I am a failure because I'm not as good as LeBron at anything.
Come on, fuckhead.
That means everybody in the world is like a
We're all
failure.
failures. LeBron James wins the game.
He puts everyone to shame, dog.
We all lose.
To Seamus.
LeBron James
Up top.
That's right.
Dog. We're about to get nice.
We're about to get real nice.
Oh my
Anyway,
god.
That's about it though.
What happened to college?
It's not playing.
Is it working?
Well, at any rate. Oh, we fucked it up. Well, at any rate.
Well, that was it. Thank you guys. That's all our time tonight. That's all we have. That's all we have to give you. We love every single one of you. Or none of you if no one's listening. If no one's listening, then fuck all of you. But if someone's listening, we love you. You're awesome.
We love everybody.
At Sportstronauts on the Twitter sphere. Hit us
Oh,
up
by
on the
the
Twitter
way.
sphere. At Sportstronauts at Instagram.
Just Google Sportstronauts. How
Just-
many other
we're the-
motherfuckers come
we're-
up?
We're the
What's up?
only thing in the entire
universe called the
called
Sportstronauts.
Sportstronauts.
Up top.
That's right, in the universe.
Up top, dog.
It wasn't anybody.
So it's been real, guys. Check us out on our website,
We're all over that social.
www.sportstronauts.com. We love
Get,
you
get
all.
nice on it.
Thanks for
please.
hanging out with us. You guys are great friends.
Hey, thanks.
What are you gonna do for the rest of the night?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
Can't sit here.
Thanks, man.
That's for damn sure.
I'm a brother Seamus. Brother
Seamus.
Like an Irish monk. like an Irish brother Seamus. Like an
We'll
Irish.
see
like
you
an Irish
in
monk.
the
like an Irish
galaxy
monk.
of
I'm a
the
brother
interwebs
Seamus.
and
Brother,
the
like an Irish monk.
Sportstronaut universe.
They're a bunch of fucking amateurs.